One of the more interesting applications of internet video telephony is in the area of education and distance learning. And Gary, that's what you guys are doing with your ClassPoint software.
Yes, Stuart.
And the fact is, you're the CUCME guys, right?
Yeah, White Pine is the developers of CUCME, the granddaddy of all internet video conferencing.
Right. Now, what do we do with ClassPoint? What's the next stage?
Okay, well, ClassPoint basically maps an instructor-led environment. It's about the relationships between students and instructors, asking questions, giving quizzes, controlling who has the mic and a speaker.
So we can have sound, we can have pictures, we can have shared whiteboard?
Shared whiteboard, application sharing, a web
All right,
tour.
now we're up on a modem connection right now, so they're the limits of the real-world telephone connection. We're 33.6 or something here. Now, who are we looking at right there?
Okay, well, we have Janet Gilbert. She runs a school called the Potter School. She teaches and taught last year 40 homeschool students.
Wow.
She teaches them high school math.
All right, Janet, can you hear me? Where are you, Janet, and how's this working for you? Well, we got a thumb up anyhow. Can you talk to us?
Groton, Connecticut.
So, Janet, tell us a little bit about...
I'm in Connecticut, offering math courses to homeschoolers around the United States.
With a little break up there, and again, we're vulnerable to hear whatever the internet traffic happens to be, I guess.
Exactly.
Let me ask you actually switch over to LAN mode,
sure.
which is another way to use this, and we'll get a lot better quality to demonstrate what you can do with ClassPoint. All right, now what are we looking at? What's this connection right now?
Well, right now we're running on a local area network. It's just a 10-base-T network. But this could be a cable modem or ADSL, those types of speeds.
So if we had the high bandwidth, this is what we would be able to do.
The key thing is this is all software. And Peter Naronia is in the other room right now, but it's over a LAN. And Peter, why don't you say hi to us and give us some movement? This shows you the kind of frame rate you can really get in software-based systems.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good.
So go ahead, Peter, wave and give us some audio.
Hello, Gary. Hello, Stuart.
All right, now you can have actually more than two people on this, right?
That's very important. This is a server-based system, and there is truly multi-point. So Bruce is also in the room, and I can grant Bruce the spotlight. And now you see Bruce in the other room as well, and his mic is enabled. And we can actually have up to 12 video windows being shown.
Okay, so you're sort of the teacher. Is that the sort of scenario we have here? And you've got a bunch of students, so right now we have 2 of them online.
Exactly.
Now, what can you do now besides just looking at each other and talking to each other?
Well, the video and audio is just the beginning. In fact, you don't even have to use it. What I can do is a web tour. And what happens in a web tour is I, as the instructor, control a web browser, and here I've just saved some PowerPoint slides, and I can actually control the materials, whether it's a streaming video, a cyber exam test, or a PowerPoint presentation, or even bringing students to Yahoo to search for things. I control their browser.
So in other words, instead of standing in front of the blackboard in front of class with chalk, you can actually use a web browser and say, here's what I want to show you, look at this, look at that?
Exactly.
Can you show us an example?
Well, absolutely. Right now, I'm controlling the student's web browser as I go through these materials. And I can bring, for example, here's the some documentation that was online, and I bring this to different students.
All right, now what about two-way interaction? If you teach, you want to know if they got it, and you want to say, okay, I want to give you a snap quiz. Can you do something like that?
Exactly. One of the other interactions is a quiz, and what I've got now is a quiz here online that I'm actually asking my students, what is the value of pi? And in real time, we've only got 2 students in the class, but I can have up to 25.
So they're seeing the same screen, and you're seeing their answers.
I'm seeing their answers, but they're not seeing each other's answers. So I, as the instructor, can judge what I have to cover next.
So you know whether you got the point across or whether you've got to review the material again and so on.
Exactly. Now, you had mentioned the web tour as a way to give materials. We also have the whiteboard. We actually integrate Microsoft's NetMeeting into the product in an instructor-controlled fashion. So the whiteboard is shared, and we do have application sharing controlled by the instructor in the environment.